presented to an individual whose deeds and actions have shown consistent selfless service toward the promotion of learning, community, educational practices, and who exemplifies the spirit of cooperative development within immersive environments. The recipients of this Lifetime Achievement Award are not simply outstanding professionals in their field. They characterize transformational leadership qualities which envision and guide change, enhance the motivation, morale, and performance of others, promote best practices and continuous improvement, and inspire through their words and actions. I am so honored to introduce to you one such individual. Sheila Webber, known across the metaverse as Sheila Yoshikawa, is our 2023 Thinkerer Award recipient. Sheila was immediately entranced by Second Life when she first entered on May 3, 2007. Just 1 month later, she started the Information Literacy Second Life group and had her first in-world meeting. Just 1 month after that, she launched the Virtual Center for Information Literacy Research on Eduserve Island. Shortly after, she received a grant for an island as part of a large-scale inquiry-based learning project. InfoLit iSchool, which is the home to Sheffield University's Information School in the UK, was delivered that very October. She was teaching freshman students information management as well as educational informatics for master's students within a couple of weeks, just 5 months after joining Second Life. As most of you know, Sheila is the leader of the Virtual Worlds Education Roundtable, which meets every Thursday at 12 noon in Second Life. It has been meeting weekly for 15 years. For the past 25 years, Sheila's research and teaching focus has been information literacy and information behavior. She has written and presented in many venues, as well as supervised PhD and master's students. Sheila's information literacy blog has over 5,000 posts with 3 million page hits since 2005. She is the recipient of the UK e-information group Jason Faradane Award for Services to Information Science and has an honorary fellowship from the Chartered Institute of Library and Information Professionals, which is the UK's Association for the Library and Information Field. Sheila has been a member of many professional and research groups and currently is a member of the Forum on Information Literacy, a collaboration of UK-based researchers as well as an international collaboration. Information literacy is a discipline. This collaboration was inspired by the work Sheila and her colleague Bill Johnson did to develop information literacy as a disciplinary field. Sheila has many accomplishments, including being invited to the Educators CoOp, which was led by Bluewave, Ogee, and North Lamar. This article that we're going to share with you states that it was a model for collaboration. She co-supervised Dr. Ridvan Alta's PhD, which included a case study of her in world class, where he served as her assistant. She has regular information literacy events, discussions, and exhibits at InfoLit School, including celebrations of Information Literacy Week and running an Information Literacy Journal Club. Sheila's Second Life educational work was acknowledged in her citation for the University of Sheffield's Senate Award for Sustained Excellence in Teaching in 2017, which is the highest teaching honor at the university. She has developed material on play in virtual worlds for the University of Sheffield Future Learn MOOC, Exploring Play, which is run numerous times. She enjoys giving talks about different aspects of virtual worlds, including pedagogy, information behavior, identity, research methods, to librarians and researchers at international conferences, where the highlight up to now has been an invitation to do a talk in Prague. And she has so enjoyed working with colleagues from different sectors, backgrounds, and countries in so many organizations such as Viewer, VWEC, where she is a founding board member, and of course, VWBPE. It is for all these reasons and more that the VWBPE Organizational Committee proudly confirms Sheila Webber, Sheila Yoshikawa, as the VWBPE 2023 Thinkerer Award recipient. Congratulations, Sheila.
Thank you very much, Ellie. Thank you. Thanks, all of you. I was both humbled and proud and so delighted when I found out I'd been given this award. In my mind, nothing is worth more than an award from your peers, people who've worked with you and know you. Thank you so much for this. Of course, I now have to thank other people who've shaped my journey in virtual worlds. I'm already going to have to talk really fast to fit in all the names, and there are others I ought to have named and haven't, so apologies to those. From my earlier days, I want to thank the British JISC initiative that supported British educators and gave my work a home in my first months in Second Life, and the Silas project that funded Infolit iSchool Ireland in its early years. Professor Jackie Marsh and Dr. Julia Davis in the University of Sheffield's Education School shared the island and also drew me very generously into their projects. Ishbel Hartman, who's Vicky Cormie outside Second Life, and Maggie Coame, Lynn Parker, are librarians who co-taught my students in Second Life and collaborated on workshops for librarians inside and outside the virtual world. Also, I mustn't forget my students in the information literacy and the educational informatics classes, whose creations are still on Infolit iSchool for everyone to enjoy, because Infolit iSchool is open to everyone. Then there was the Transformational Educators CoOp, which Ellie already mentioned, with its leaders Bluewave Ogee, the late Dr. Leslie Jarman, and North Lamar, Dr. Joe Sanchez. I learned so much through working with the CoOp, and I'll never forget Bluewave's last words to the CoOp. Tell them it's been real. Moving on from the early years, I'd like to thank Pancha Enzyme, Dr. Marshall Dozier, an inspirational co-worker, and the researcher Professor Diane Nall, particularly for their work in the Information Literacy Journal Club. I've also valued working with Brielle, Elizabeth Jacobson Marupodi, and P. Ilios, Rosana Barrios, on presentations and installations. I'd like to thank the folks at Nonprofit Commons and conference organisers, in particular the organisers of the annual wonder that is Virtual World's Best Practices in Education. More recently, being a small part of the development of the Virtual World's Education Consortium has been a real privilege. Maggie, Ellie, Zinnia, Leah, Ree, Cavan, Phelan, LV and Buffy are just some of the people to thank for all these wonderful things. Finally, over the last years I've been devoting professional educator energy to Virtual World's Education Roundtable. VWER is the people who come to VWER. There would be literally nothing if no one turned up to create the discussion. So first of all, thanking everyone involved there. I'd like to thank AJ, who created VWER, my predecessor leaders, and in particular Callie, Evelyn McElhinney, and VWER regulars, which currently includes Thinkerer himself, the great Thinkerer, Selby Evans, Liz, Wisdom Seeker, Jamie Jordan, Stranger, P, the life-enhancing Marley, Shiloh, Braila, Sue, and Serenity. And finally, the rest of the VWER organisers, Shaylee and previously Cami Rembrandt, Val Librarian, who's become part of the team in the last year and applies habitual energy and flair to all she does, and Beth Ghost Raven. Beth, I do not know what VWER and I would do without you. You are a treasure. I have to confess that still, whenever I boot up the Second Life browser and see the messages connecting to region, loading world, I still feel that thrill of excitement, that anticipation about the wonders that can unfold. And Bluewave's words come back to me. Remember, It is real. Thank you so much.